The rack pull is an excellent movement to strengthen the back as well as the muscles of the posterior chain, including the glutes and hamstrings. The difference to the deadlift is that the bar is being pulled over a shorter range of motion. Now, where do the advantages lie in this? 3 reasons why you might want to choose the rack pull in your training. Number 1, the rack pull overloads the top part of the deadlift. The quads break the bar off the floor in the deadlift by performing a movement called knee extension. In the rack pull, however, the quads are all but taken out of the equation as the knees are bent to a far lesser degree than in the deadlift starting position. This means that we now rely on the glutes and hamstrings to lever the bar up to the top position by performing a movement called hip extension. As the rack pull can always be loaded with heavier weights than the deadlift, the muscles involved in the lift, predominantly the glutes and hamstrings, now experience a very high force production stimulus, which translates into a better deadlift off the floor. Number 2, the rack pull is a very good option for those having trouble setting their back tight in the deadlift. There may come a point in your life where you're no longer able to set your back flat in the deadlift starting position because of a loss of mobility in the spine or because you've had a back injury in the past. As the position of your trunk is more vertical in the rack pull, it allows for an easier setting of the back. When the back is positioned into a rigid extension, it preserves spinal integrity. This means that the forces along the spine, especially along the vertebral discs, are now distributed in a balanced way. This has 2 implications. Firstly, the entirety of the connective tissue surrounding the vertebral discs can now get stronger. Secondly, a back held in rigid extension is a better force transmitter than a back that is soft. Number 3, if your knees are temporarily bothering you, then the rack pull is a very good option. As the knees are bent to a lesser degree in the rack pull starting position compared to the deadlift starting position, they also bear less weight. This means that you can work around pain, and while the tissue is healing up, you can pull a heavy weight in order to keep getting stronger on that movement. As always, make sure to click subscribe in order to keep up to date with news about strength training. Thanks for watching.